How is it, everybody? This is Mortal Ring Wars back, and as promised, we shall be having now our collection tour.
Holy hell!
You can hear Tank back there. It's very exciting, of the Pop Culture Palace. And of course, right now, we are starting with the things that started it all, the movies. A lot of these are arguably some of the greatest films of all time. I'm not just saying that as a fan, I'm saying that as, like, lots of people probably think that about them, right?
Yeah.
The most iconic movies.
Good.
They've done a lot. So you can see it extends all the way down.
Oh, good.
There. And it comes all the way over here to other things, other series, and whatnot. So
and cat toys.
Yes, and cat toys down there for our 6 kitties right there. Here comes one of them now. Lucas.
Lucas, named after George Lucas.
Yep, named after George Lucas. We like him. He's a nice one.
Oh big boy.
So we're going to be showing you 4 rooms today. Our living room, our dining room, which is the mega area. We'll be showing you the library of the Mystery Lady and what we amusingly call the expansion, which houses a lot of our Star Wars.
This is our guest room.
Yeah, it's our guest room as well. And my room, well, that's going to be for another milestone, if that's what you want to call it. So, I guess without further ado, we can start showing.
Did you tell them this is to celebrate us finally getting 100 subscribers?
Yes. Thank you all so much for your support. I know we're kind of small right now in the grand scheme of things, but we plan to go stronger. Yes. Look at the fun we're having.
Fun we're having.
Yes. But yeah, we look forward to doing more.
We drink and we know things.
Yep. For giving more content to all of you, and you know, thank you so much for enjoying our work so far. You know, and
absolutely.
You know, we got lots of debts to pay, and the Lannisters always pays his debts. So now we're going to move on. I guess start showing you the amazing things of the Pop Culture Palace.
Show them the art and everything else.
First off, we move up from the movies. We have this. The majority, or about half of our Star Wars Funko Pops, and my collection of the A New Hope mystery minis. So you can see I've gotten a good deal of them. I've also gotten a good deal of doubles that I've already given away to people. Now, I do have all my other Misty Minis, but I will not be showing them all in this particular video, because I have decided we are going to be starting a new segment. As Tank has his Metal Minute, I will be having my Mini Minute, in which I'll select a couple of characters from my collection and talk about the characters, what I like about them, you know, what I like about the mini itself, some exciting things. We're going to have a lot of character-driven content coming our way, to keep the channel varied and interesting, like top 10s of characters, you know, good stuff like that. So as you can see, we've got characters from, you know, the new trilogy. There's Finn and Rey, and over here there's Kylo and Poe, and then in the center we got all the originals everybody loves. You remember we got the droids here for Christmas, so it's, you know, they're a welcome addition to this, you know.
And do show everything on the wall as well.
Oh yes, I will. But I just like to think of how strange it is, the effect that Star Wars has had on people. You know, it's really interesting and just unique of how people like reacted to it and whatnot. So now we're going to move up. We're also going to be showing a large portion of our art in this. So the first thing we have, this has been in the family for, years. What did you say?
Yeah, I used to have a poster of it back when I was, in college, I guess.
So this is Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and then the poster vanished, and then I found this.
The plaque that was of it.
Yeah, like a.
So as you can see, I've always almost had trouble trying to figure out who was what. I know that's Gollum, that's Legolas, this is Gimli, and then up here's Gandalf and Frodo, and I guess Sam. And then, but like, I don't know who any of these other really are. And then
one's the lady.
well, right there, Galadriel.
Yeah.
But there's like a weird face right there above her, and I have no idea what that is. And then, only thing I could guess for this was that maybe it was a ring wraith, but it doesn't look like one, so I don't know. And then there's the ring up there in Lord of the Rings. It's a very neat plaque, a very different portrayal of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy to think that before the movies, there's been so much other portrayals of the characters that are so recognizable now, you know? And above that, we have artwork of Tauriel from The Hobbit.
It's one of my favorite pieces in the room.
And we have no hate towards her for all you people out there, okay?
It's awesome.
That's a whole nother story. We won't get into here because we don't want things to get nasty.
She was awesome in that. She was awesome in Lost, and she was awesome.
Just all you freaking purists, just
as Wasp.
put up with it. It's what you got, you know.
Thank God we got something.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of the Hobbit over here, as we fast track over the clock, there is a Thorn Oakenshield piece that we have, which of course we named our cat Thorn.
And then we can show the kitty memorial wonder.
Yes, after that, these are our two cats that we used to have.
Phantom and Wicked.
Yep. Yes, they've passed away, unfortunately.
And you gotta show them the 100 Downey Shrine right there?
Yeah, I guess you can. This is just me, some of my cousins.
Wolverine cosplay.
Yes, when I did my Wolverine cosplay, I'm really proud of that costume. I still have it. And then, Homecoming. Interesting. Now we get over to the bows. I can still remember what time when you were trying to fix something with this, and you kept saying, "Get the bows." And I'm like, bows? I'm thinking you mean like a weapon.
Arrow?
Yeah, a weapon bow, and I didn't know what you were talking about. So we have this Gambit here, this bust. I've seen these busts and statues before from Marvel. They are excellent.
That's for the mystery.
Yes, we got them on a journey to, much like when Belle's father went to market to get her the rose in Beauty and the Beast, we went to get this Gambit bust at the Comic-Con. And another thing back here for her is the Marvel Legends Storm action figure.
She always wanted the Storm No Hawk, so we got her.
Very cool figure.
And then I got my little trilogy
Yes,
shrine.
he has a trilogy slime to the different versions of Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman. Remember that, folks. Of all the pop culture we have, the one thing that's destined to make it really cool is you have an immortal trio in it. Just think about it. It's in everything. And this is one of them. And next to that is his little Iron Man. What did you say this was again?
Are they called fatheads? I call them fatheads.
Fatheads.
Got him for Christmas.
He's okay.
Beast Kingdom, yes.
Whatever. That is no disrespect to anyone who collects Beast Kingdom. I'm just not as cultured, if that's what you want to call it. And then this little teeny metal Doctor Strange that we got at Walmart back a few years ago when it was out. Lucas is currently grabbing onto my leg. And we'll move down the movies again. It's down here where we have a big Kylo Ren standing there. Let go of my pants. Thank you. Now, I'm going to show you down here we have 3, what are they, Target exclusive Star Wars Pops that your friend got us?
I don't know what exclusive they are, but
I thought they were. Yeah.
I'm thankful. Thanks, Brian, if you see this.
Yeah, we have him to thank for your big pieces in our collection as well. And then over from that, like I said, my minis are all in this area, but we'll get to them eventually in another, once I begin my segment.
A Vader big fig.
Yep, another, well, not a big fig, this is the big fig of Vader. We actually have 2 of these, but we ended up getting a second one, thanks to some benefactors in the family, or whatnot. And over from that, we have our shelf that has the Aquaman figures on it from the Wave. Really good Wave. I particularly love the Build-A-Figure here, the Trench. And the Mara is very cool, too. I like her a lot as well, as you can see.
We typically keep newer stuff on there so we can look at it a while.
Yeah.
It's right here by the TV.
And then there's Prince Orm, and I still think it's a stupid name. Sorry to the creators of that. And then Black Manta and Aquaman. You know, we'll be very excited to get that movie when it comes out to add. And then we move up, and this is where the shelf gets a little crazy. We've got my favorite Black series that I bought doubles of to have unboxed. In the middle there, you can see all the archive figures that they just released, which people, I recommend you open these. I know that the packaging's carded, but it's not anything particularly special. And if you already have these from the original line, like we had 3 out of 4 of these figures originally already in our collection. And we just decided to unbox them and just do it, because these are amazing to have, you know, out.
And then begins my BA women's shelf.
Yeah, so right there's Wolf and Scarif Trooper. I love my Scarif armor. And then Han, Chewie, and Tobias Beckett. I like them. And he's talking about his BA woman shelf, because right here we have a few of the 6 scale figures that we own. 5 of them that we have. So there's, of course,
the rich man's action figures.
Yeah, that's Alice.
I'd like to know what some of you guys do for a living when you're getting 26 of these a week.
Well, we found out some. Thank you, Big Dub, for your...
Yeah, I found out some of the secrets, but
yeah.
Still, man. I mean,
this Daenerys, which is probably my favorite one that you have, is this 3-0 Daenerys.
Take my advice from somebody that's been massively in debt. Don't get in debt to buy anything.
Yeah. But hey, at least, like you've always said, we could always be spending our money on worse.
True.
And then there's this Black Widow.
There's a lot worse vices.
From Iron Man 2. Unfortunately, because of the age of this figure, the leather's starting to corrode a little bit, which is why we're not doing anything particularly dynamic with her, but, you know, we got her for a good price. She was our first one, so she's cool for what she is. And then on top of that, we have...
my Crazy Toy statue.
Yes. This Wonder Woman... Celine from Underworld there, and then a statue of St. Michael, which is really cool. Just as you can see, there's art.
Yeah, he was Bradford Exchange.
Yeah.
The other ones are Crazy Toys. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but
is Celine a crazy toy?
Yeah, they make little nice statues that I like, and they're pretty affordable.
And then behind them, there's our...
Getting off the white.
Getting off the white. How long you had this? Where'd it come from?
Yeah, they had a place in the mall that they would set up like once a year that had art prints, and I got it. An interesting tidbit: when I got it that time, unbeknownst to them, there was a Beatle print under it, which I gave to a friend of mine who was a big Beatles fan at the time.
Huh.
Of course, I'm a big Beatles fan. I don't know why I didn't keep it, but I don't know. I just wanted to do something nice.
That's cool.
Because it didn't really fit.
Which was it? The picture of them walking along the...
I don't know what picture it was. I forget.
I apologize for the glare on that.
An artist rendering.
He's a little bit glary. And above that, we have the picture of Vader and Kenobi dueling.
Yep, the first lightsaber duel.
What was your... So you saw the movie like 10 times or whatever, and you were a kid. How was your reaction to the first lightsaber duel?
I thought everything was cool. From the time the Star Destroyer went over the screen till the end, I loved it.
Yep. Like I said, it's a very interesting thing. Yep, it's a very interesting. And now we get into some interesting pieces in the collection. These Lord of the Rings posters. We have 2 of them.
Yeah, they are art prints. They're not prints actually. They are rather
actual canvas.
Yeah, actually on canvas. A friend of mine, Mr. Hogue Kramer, did this one and the other one on the other side over here.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So this is the Ring Wraith and the Hobbits on the wooded road.
He actually just looked at a poster and did the poster on
over here to the other. Here. This is the Yaggernath.
Yep. Always love that scene.
Very nice. And then above that we have...
Hogue's done a lot of good work. He has done one for Casey too.
Oh yeah. Then we have this Darth Maul here that we got at a con. We actually get better frames.
Yeah, they need better frames, but we just threw them in something that we had.
Yeah, we have a couple. And then this Last Jedi one that
my friend Larry Smith gave me that he had won, or was given when he got movie tickets or something. Yeah. So he threw it my way. Thank you, Larry.
And then we got this Two Towers
my
poster.
Favorite Lord of the Rings poster. I used to have a whole room just nothing but Lord of the Rings when I had my old house.
Yeah, very cool.
And that was my favorite poster because I liked it with Aragorn and both of the women. And
the love triangle.
Yes.
Even though you didn't really like Eowyn.
And then beside this, one of my yard sale finds.
Yep, this Captain Phasma.
$5.
Yeah, really cool canvas, first order sort of deal. Like it. Above that, there's a Spider-Man art print.
What's that artist name that does the
as you can see.
Oh, I see him at Comic-Con every year, but I'm horrible with his name because he's an Oriental fellow.
Next to him, there's a Deadpool as well. And below that, who's the name of this artist who gave you these?
That's what I'm trying to think of the name. It's written on there. I don't know if you can see it or not.
I'll see here. So that's Wonder Woman Jean.
I see him all the time, but I'm horrible with names, so.
There, maybe?
Yeah.
There's a better picture of it.
Can you make it out?
Actually, there's one right here that's really good, a really good one. There, you folks can see.
He also has Santa Claus. I love his work, but I'm horrible to remember his name.
A very nice prints. Below that we have a Sailor Moon.
One of the Mystery Ladies' faves.
From the childhood.
And
then over, swivel down and up, you've got Chewbacca here. Had him a while too. It's Revenge of the Sith Chewbacca. And then a really cool Gimli canvas print. And then a cross stitch done by the long and tedious hands of the Mystery Lady herself.
Yeah, I think that's cool. It reminds me like it's a cross between like a queen and Medusa or something.
And then also exciting for the kiddies, for all those who care about it.
Tori, you ass bombs everybody every week.
That's not Tori. That's Sammy.
Oh, is it Sammy? Oh,
yeah,
Tori's
Sammy's right there. Yeah. See, here's Sammy. Sammy.
They look alike.
Kitty. Sam's. She's a nice cat, everybody. She's a gentle cat. But this is actually a new cat tree that we got them. Much bigger than the... Like, we changed it up a little bit. They've been climbing all over it. It's a very nice thing. Also over here, just a teeny tiny thing. There's a little Thor Funko keychain on this thing. You know, protecting the keys. And then here we have just my Aquaman trident in here.
And a picture of my father.
Yep.
Who just passed away.
That is the cane that he's using in this picture is right here.
Authentic David Lee Roth.
Yep. Lee Roth. As you can see.
And the thing I'm proudest of.
Yeah. I'm in the National Honor Society. But... And then this is the... I nicknamed this the Lannister cane because it's got a lion on it. I nicknamed this cane the Moody cane because it looks like the cane man Moody used. But now we get to the nitty gritty, the proudest part of this collection. So I'm proud to present the dining room, everyone. And here we go. Just all the way around.
Beef has joined us.
Thor and Kitty there. Just the entire shebang. So I guess we'll start.
Start with the China cabinet where you came.
Yes, the China cabinet. I wanted to get a nice overview shot. So,
Lucas.
Starting at the top, we've got a really nice Boba Fett art print from somewhere. Star Wars clock, the original poster. And then when we met David Prowse at Comic-Con, there is his picture he gave us.
Picture.
Before I move on there, I'll show you we have some pictures up on top.
More of my badass woman and Jon Snow.
Yeah.
He's up there with the women. That's hilarious.
So there's Eva Green, Daenerys, there's Selene in Underworld, there's Jon Snow, and there's Alice, Resident Evil. So now we'll go down on the first shelf of this. We got a couple of big figs, the Chewie, the Han, and the Boba Fett. And then this Darth Maul, what's the tale with it again? It's like one of the coolest things we have, and I don't know the story that well.
We got it Toys R Us.
I don't even know what it is.
Up it when we went
Look
to
at that. It's amazing.
The very first Steel City Con.
It's a bit worn.
We went to
because of its age, but
we got him at the Toys R Us. He was one there.
And this
scale.
This is actually a Han and Carbonite bank.
It's a bank, yeah.
And then we have a Lego ATST next to that. There's Baze Malbus and Rogue One. Darth Vader pocket watch. Can we open that? I don't know if I can. One hand, but... And then there's a Sand Trooper with a dewback. This is from the Vintage Collection line they were doing back in 2013, 2014. There's a Darth Vader bank. And then another Lego set. This one's got cheered on it, the tanks. We got this little Yoda, the weird one. And then a little Rancor display I believe that's the Power of the Force Rancor that they did with a Luke and a Gamorrean Guard and the Rancor Keeper. So now I'm going to open up the cabinet to show what's inside.
These are perhaps my favorite pieces.
Yes, these are the Star Wars Unleashed guys. They're statues, I guess you could call them. They used to be all over the place, weren't they, back in the day? I can remember seeing them as a kid. So as you can see, that's Ventress.
I got a lot of them. I'd like to get the rest.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Put them in that, at this point. But
there's a Vader. This is.
I know on
Emperor Yoda.
The one place
Darth Maul.
By where Josh Pence lives, that they have the Bosk that I don't have.
Count Dooku.
And
and
besides, I've never seen him anywhere except that place and online.
And then behind those we have a whole bunch of 12-inch figures. Some really good ones, actually. The Boba Fett's cool. The Spy's cool. All of them are really nice. Luke's back there with the 2 Jawas. This Anakin's really cool. And
they may be slightly dusty, so we apologize.
Yeah.
It's hard to dust all those.
Yeah, really. And then you go down.
These China cabinets belong to my mother, and when she, when she hadn't passed, when she gave them to me, she went into our nursing home, and she gave me these. And, these are one of the things that she was one of her prized possessions, so I was glad to have them to put my nicer figures in.
So we kind of have the shelves themed with these. So the first shelf was villains. This shelf's like heroes of the prequels. So this is Anakin and Obi-Wan doing their duel. That's Mace Windu right there. And then we have Anakin and Padme from Attack of the Clones right there. Behind Padme is a Black Series Endor Han. In the center is a Evolution Pack of Anakin, which those things are really cool. There's original Black Series Jawas back there, and then a Chewie cup there. Then moving down again, we have a Heroes shelf of the original trilogy, and Vader, of course, but he kind of became a hero in the end. So there's Luke and him doing their duel, Return of the Jedi, on the picture, and there.
A few Black Series thrown in here.
Yeah.
Hunters.
Yeah, that I've unboxed, or got it to unbox because I like them. So we got Finn and a Death Trooper, and Kylo Ren and a Stormtrooper. These are 2 old, these are really old Lego sets from way back.
Those are
They belong to Mystery Lady. Very nice. And then over here we've got Han and Chewie. See if I can go around and show you them better.
I think they're really cool.
And then over here we have Leia in Return of the Jedi, and a Yoda statue.
That's one of my favorites.
No, Dad. Today, now we have to say Jabba's prisoner.
Oh, I know. It's
I know. Whatever. We have to be politically correct. Sorry if we offend anyone, but hey, world's
I love everybody, so it's
yeah.
There's nobody to offend.
And now down here, this is basically the armored shelf with lots of kind of smaller miscellaneous things in it. So that's Jango Fett. There's Boba Fett. That's one of my favorite ones, I think, is him in the socket. Awesome. Dark Trooper, and then the Han in his Stormtrooper uniform. This is the Applause Anakin Saga Collection R5, the Bad Motivator droid. And then there's the Pez collection back there from Revenge of the Sith.
A few random
little
cars and
little
trinkets, odds and ends.
Yeah, there. I like this little Luke speeder. And then behind Boba, it's kind of hard to see, is this Vader Luke 2-pack, like a Father's Day thing?
Yeah, it was a Father's Day celebration thing.
Yeah, that we got thrown in with something. And then down here, this is a case. Doesn't have anything in it right now. Darth Vader figure holder case.
Really? We get empty?
Yep, remember we sold all of them to buy something else because they were all doubles or ones we didn't want at the time.
Yeah, we got everybody else in the slaughter cabinet
yep.
over here. So.
This is The Forces of Destiny, Ahsoka that Dad wanted.
So thrilled to get it.
I want to get the Padme. They did a Padme, but unfortunately she's not in a good costume. They put her in like her
Clone Wars people?
They put her in like her pilot outfit from Attack of the Clones. I'd rather her be in like the outfit that she's popular with like the white jumpsuit with like the shawl, you know what I mean? The silver shawl. I think that's a good look. And this was a gift from my
drummer Dave.
Good friend Dave, a mug set with
Dave
all
Hamilton.
6 posters on it. And another gift from his son Travis, this Vader lightsaber hilt, which has just been altered. The blade's been taken out of it, and he has a whole bunch of things like a battery and a D battery and like a stack of pennies down there to weigh it. Like it feels like you could hold it and
but that's possibly said it.
do someone's damage. Kind of tucked in here, we got a little tray from the Clone Wars. It's nice. And then a couple Stormtrooper big figs. And the other big fig, this Darth Vader. So that's the first of the 2 we had. Yeah, this cool pack from back in the day. Well, back in my day, I guess you could say. Luke and Mara Jade with a comic, you know. Then we move over onto the shelf in the center for these. First up, we have, this is our pop shelf. And here's the applause figures of Dash Rendar and Wedge Antilles.
Got them from YouTubers Tucker and Sammy J.
Yep.
Peace to them guys.
I'd like to get more of them. These things are cool.
One of the coolest stations on the YouTube, in my opinion.
So these are all solo in the front. Kira, Lando, Han, Beckett, Infus Nest. There's Rio. This is Maz over here. And then Rogue One's back here. Baze, Jin, Chirrut, Cassian, Krennic. There's Nien Nunb. Yeah. Saw Gerrera, Rose, and Snoke. And speaking of Snoke in the back, you can see there we have the Snoke throne room set. And next to it is the Kylo Ren you can get to go with it that you attach. And then away in the back there's Black Series, Rey, and Luke. The small ones. Down on the next shelf, the first thing we have is his Captain Phasma collection.
So wish she was in the movies more, because such a cool figure.
He got her in like basically every form he could. This neat puzzle that I found a while back of Anakin and Ahsoka. Clone Wars, just Dave Filoni over here's this dude, thank you. You made my childhood with this movie, or this show. Amazing work, lots of great additions to the Star Wars universe. You know, thank you for all your hard work. And then, and his crew, of course. Then we got some solo vehicles. There's the Han and Kira and the speeder, Lando and the Kessel guy, and Infus Nest on the bike. Over from that, a few more Star Wars pops. So, Luke, Leia, Vader, Moin Garden Yoda. And in the back, we have a very funny combo. It's kind of hard to see due to the poppage. Let us see if we can... overall, that's a TIE Fighter, by the way. A new TIE Fighter. But behind him...
Didn't I get it very cheap?
Yes, we got it on clearance. We have a companion...
I try not to spend top price on anything.
Let's see if we can...
Because a lot of people see her and they're like, oh, all he does is buy it.
Right honestly, here...
I get everything as dirt cheap as I can get it.
We got an Obi-Wan and the Death Sticks guy from Attack of the Clones. All nice and packaged up because of their age. And just it's just funny that we have them both, and that I was able to find them both on the same day. You know? There's also a mini Kira right there. I got like 4 of them due to the mini game. Then this is a nice mug that I have. It's got all the characters on it.
We got a lot of them. I got a whole cabinet full of different mugs.
Yeah, mugs and shot glasses.
And all in the kitchen.
These are some of the old Burger King toys in here, the plush ones.
I really wish I had a proper way to display them. I guess technically they should be in the China cabinets, but we use the flutter things, so maybe someday I'll get some way
Then we have this Captain Phasma mug shaped like Poe Dameron's helmet that I bought recently. Very nice. Force Awakens mug, and then a Death Trooper mug. And they're coated. How they sound? And on the top shelf, actually, I'm going to wait to do that last, because then you can see the others. I'm just going to move back down and up the other side. So we got this motorized R2-D2 that's been out for years. And to go with it, the big fig C-3PO. And then big figs of K2SO, Rey, and Finn. Very nice. Over here, we got a couple of the 12-inch R2 and BB-8, and then a gift I got from my friend Aaron on my 16th birthday. A very nice gift of the Death Star Pezzas with them. There's a couple 12-inch guys in there. That's a Queen Amidala, and there's an Anakin tucked back in there. That's as deep as it goes. And then we get into the second China cabinet. So for this one, he's got his Ahsoka collection. You say that she's one of your favorite characters?
Oh, yeah, and absolutely.
Yeah.
Love them to do a Ahsoka movie. That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. We have Han and Chewie, Anakin, and Vader. A couple other odd end ones. Also, original Clone Wars show, highly underrated. It's amazing. I wish that more people knew about it. I was surprised to find a couple of my buddies in high school knew what it was. And then there's another Sand Trooper on a dewback right here. And then the Reeks over there that Anakin fights, and the Wampa. And then we have the Wampa Black Series set with Luke back there. The Tauntaun and Han Black Series set, and the Black Series Chewbacca original. And on from that, we've got a shelf of nothing but action figures that we've had unboxed over the years. Lots of good ones here, all from different waves. Dexter Jetster.
Yeah, pretty much it's just something I like, or I like how it looks and all that. I'll get it. I don't really worry about getting all of everything.
Yeah, every single.
I usually try to get all the hero, the A-list people, and then from there I'll get, just people I like.
Mm-hmm. And behind those,
things I think look good.
As I said earlier, we've got 3 of the 4 original boxed Black Series. So there's the original Bosk there. We got an Obi-Wan and a Stormtrooper. And there's the original Luke. That was the first one we ever bought, too. Suiting. And then the Boba Fett. And then the Han Black Series. And then outside from there, the second level, we got the Jawa's Prisoner Leia and a Chewbacca from Revenge of the Sith, 12-inch for both of those. Next level, kind of have a little Return of the Jedi setup here with Jabba and the whole gang, really, which is very cool. And then we have these what were these things called? These packs? Do you remember?
Weren't they like a anniversary pack
like
of some sort for 30-year, was it?
Yeah, maybe.
But they got some like iconic scenes.
Yeah, from A New Hope.
That's why I left them boxed.
Yeah, they're cool. And then there's the duel from Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, typically, if I like the packaging on something and it's not going to take up that much more room than just displaying it, I'll keep it in box. But I like to display most of my stuff out of the box.
There's Luke's speeder there with Obi-Wan, Vader back there, and Luke. And then the speeder's there. Outside, where's Mace Windu 12-inch, couple Power of the Force packs, Jabba's Dancers, the Cantina fight. That's the Death Star Escape, it says, Jedi Spirits, and then a 12-inch Qui-Gon Jinn. Next shelf up, we got all the leads as action figures. So, just because of the funniness of it, the ones we have up here representing the original trilogy are the original Power of the Force buff figures. Everybody looks,
like they've been training with Arnold for...
Yeah, training with Arnold. Yeah. And so we got all the original trilogy characters are like that. So the Stormtroopers, Tarkin, all the way over to that Rebel and Lando. Actually, later on, the Nien Nunb and the Akbar, and the Ewoks and Yoda. This wedge is a vintage collection wedge. And then over that way, we've got, there's Padme, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Qui-Gon, Jar Jar's even over there. And that's the C-3PO Pez. And
the thing about our room in here is it's constantly updating and changing as we get new
Yeah,
stuff.
it's weird.
Move stuff around. Hunter is very good at
villains.
organizing all that and everything. He does most of this work. 99% of it probably. I'm just a getter.
There's Grievous, Darth Maul, Count Dooku. I love this Count Dooku figure. And Jango and Young Boba. Yoda Pepsi can. The watches. That's the Vader watch, and there's two others over there, kind of tucked away. You can see.
The 3PO Pez.
Yeah, and then these are the collector series, like the very first 12 inches they were kind of doing in the 90s. We got 4 of them. The Han looks pretty good. He's pretty good. I know that it was pretty good. The Lando's kind of goofy, and Luke's okay, but. And then on up.
I need to get a Leia in that.
From that, there's so many that they've done. We got, these are some of the Jedi Starfighters. We got Obi-Wan in this one, even though that's not his proper one. I had to get the one, I have his proper one down in my room, in my trunk. The red one. I had to get it to put here and put it down there because it would make more sense. Anakin's is right. And then there's a pop of Hera, Syndulla, and a pop of Zeb. And then there's the Star Destroyer. There's a Tantive 4 that goes with it too.
Famous Denny's cups from Solo movie.
Yeah, we have all 4 of them that we've gotten. And a big fig of Kanan Jarrus and Ezra Bridger.
And that poster I love.
Yeah, the poster behind it with all the characters.
I'm sure many of you saw it.
George Lucas has stuck his way in there. Very good poster. We got a couple multi-packs in here. 2 of the 3 Revenge of the Sith ones. A Grievous, Ahsoka and Vader, and then the other Revenge of the Sith. And then a few more over here. That's the Cantina fight. That's the Empire Strikes Back release. And then one of my personal favorite 12-inch figures, this Count Dooku. It was really cool for it being just that wave. And then up from that, we've got this cool picture, Revenge of the Sith, a printed out autograph of
yeah, that is definitely fake.
Yeah, but then the real ones we have next to
both
it.
of these are real.
Yes, the Ian.
And both were very nice to us.
Ian McDermott, it's Palpatine, and Anthony Daniels is C-3PO. You got it, Colin.
And you gonna do this top shelf here?
I'm gonna. Oh yes. Now we gotta move over a little bit before we can get to the next thing. There's the big fig Captain Phasma, a little plush Vader, the neat Rey that we got from Nate Simmons.
Thank you, Nate.
And then we got an AT-AT play set back there. As you can see, I got the figures set up behind. There's Luke going on, Han, Chewie. There's a snowtrooper. You open up in here. There's a driver, and then there's a Vader in here. See. So we got it all set up. And then next to that, we got a Falcon. Nobody's in it right now, I don't think. Just a couple spare parts. Under that, there's a X-Wing model.
And then
the cardboard cutouts that
from my friend Brian Bean gave them to me.
2 of them.
I used to have tons of these from when I worked retail.
So you
but I just space-wise, there just wasn't any way I could.
You'll remember.
I had a bunch of Lord of the Rings ones. I had other Star Wars ones. I just could not.
What other Star Wars ones did you have? I didn't know about that.
I even forget, but I know I had some.
So you'll recognize this is the shot from our intro, basically, of the Star Wars section. It looks slightly different from whenever we took that picture because, we've added stuff since then. So now I guess we'll move on to the next grouping of these. Starting off with, I showed this in my birthday video, the Game of Thrones
Can't wait for new season.
Funko figures. And again, I know that we're excited that they just announced the new line of these that McFarlane's doing. I know these figures. I know these figures aren't the best in the world. They don't look the greatest. They're made really cheap.
Set right, but we don't have to. We need a bunch of the statues.
Yeah. But, I mean, these are all we thought we were getting for the longest time. So, I mean, I'm glad we got all of them. And again, I have them each set up according to character. I've been rewatching it with my parents, or with Tank and the Mystery Lady. I first watched it with my mother, and I've been watching it with now her brother, so my uncle and them. So we're all trying to still get ourselves caught up, and for those of us who've seen it, you know, trying to remember things that we forgot, you know, in episode. Then from that, the next shelf we've got some of the Dark Horse statues in the back, that are really cool. It'd be nice to get more of them.
With some printed out things I
there's
did.
the printed out Cersei and Daenerys.
Art piece of the
Hound.
Hound that we got to call.
There's a small Jon Snow figure there.
I always talk to that guy every year. He's a really cool guy. But, again, I'm hard with names. But...
And then there's the pops that we have. We got Bran, Yara Greyjoy, Varys, Tyrion, Daenerys and the Dragon.
They're a work in progress.
Jon, Davos, and the Night King so far. There's a lot more, of course, we got to get still, but, you know. And up from that, we get to the Arnold/Terminator shelf of nothing but them. So, there's an Arnold from T1, Arnold from T3, the TX, is it, from Terminator 3? Still boxed because of its value, apparently. This helmet, or not the helmet, the head from the endoskeleton in Genesis. There's an Arnold Genesis figure. There's the T2 Arnold NECA 12-inch. We got the T1000 there from T2. Sarah Connor and Arnold. Well, Arnold's NECA, but I don't know what the Sarah Connor is. They're from T2. We got a picture of her back there. And the picture of Arnold in, is that Commando?
Yeah.
And then...
I got the Commando figure there I've had
yeah.
since that came out when the movie came out. Whatever
very ancient, the 90s. And then a figure of him as Conan right there. Complete with a severed head and hand of something he killed. I haven't seen the movie in full, I regret to say. I've only seen bits.
Oh, that's a sacrilege.
Hey, I've seen a lot more though. Well, I know some of it. Like, I know that he gets tricked into making love to a witch, and she goes all apeshit on him or whatever.
Come here, man. Let me give you shelter and warmth.
Yeah, whatever. And then now we go to the Beetle shelf, mostly with the weird Beetle stuff from the, what was it called? The Yellow Submarine, yeah. Including the Lego set. We got a few years back.
I'm a big Beatles fan.
Lego set, the Hot Wheels car of it. There's the one that came with all these figures that we have of them.
Collector's plate.
Yeah, the plate's amazing. And then another fake autographed.
Yeah. Mr. Lee got me that for Christmas. Said sorry it wasn't real, but at least I would have one to know what they look like. So.
Yep. And other than that,
I've only ever seen one Beatle. I've seen Paul McCartney at RFK Stadium years back on one of his tours. So I did get to see one of them live.
Yeah. And now we move up to probably one of our proudest accomplishments so far. Mostly the Marvel Legends shelf of like everybody. So you got like the whole.
A lot of A-list.
I want to get Wolverine, but I don't want to get him from this. I want to get him from the Marvel Select line because it's the Hugh Jackman Wolverine, so he feels complete. There's the Claw he just got. The only one that's not Marvel Legends is Shuri. We got this one in place of her until the Marvel Legends one comes out because we know it was announced. But we got basically everyone. Nick Fury's hiding. Yeah, he's hiding in the back there. And there's Hela and Loki and Ultron. Hela and Ultron and Claw are the only, and technically Loki are the only villains on this shelf. And then everybody else is basically all the heroes. Like we have, I think, just about everybody. Even Captain Marvel we just got. With Goose the Cat. I can't think. Right yeah, I can't think of anyone we're missing off the top of my head.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty more. But...
Oh, I got one. We don't have a War Machine. You need to get a Don Cheadle.
Didn't I have one? You like took him from the.
Yeah, because he wasn't proper.
So
we need to get a Don Cheadle War Machine.
We'll include him in the giveaway now.
Yes, he's already ready to go. And then up here we got. This is a very miscellaneous.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to get on a chair to show you.
Please excuse the dust, unless you dusted up here.
Yeah. Well, this actually... But, so this is a... Remember these? The Universe figures? Very cool.
I should have gotten them when they were out.
Yeah, they were a good line, yeah. And then there's a Spider-Man bobblehead. There's a Heath Ledger Joker up there. I guess so this is a kind of a jumbled up shelf. with just some, and then we got pops of Vulture and Spidey.
I love that little statue thing with Hulk and things.
Yeah, he's talking about this. Spidey and a Vulture and a Tony, the Hulk and Hulkbuster back there, a Ragnarok Hulk there, not the Marvel Legends one. There's a Doc Ock from Spidey 2. I can't remember what these are called, the Green Goblin he has here. A Doctor Strange, a Black Cat Marvel Legend, this funny little Professor X we picked up. Spider-Man 3 Burger King toys are up here. Actually look weirdly like the characters. I don't know how they did this for so much cheap as Burger King. And then there's the Iron Spidey there. The, what do you call him? The bootleg Hulkbuster?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't even want to go there about that. I fell for one of
you
those
should have
Facebook
known.
ads. Never fall for it.
You should have known. I wouldn't, no offense, but I wouldn't have been that dumb.
Yeah, but hello, if you put a picture of something and a video of it,
yeah, but if you
order
know,
it, that should be what you're getting.
Yeah, but if you know that the usual ones that look just like that go for thousands.
It's supposed to be too good to be true.
Yeah,
it usually is.
Yeah, there's a rhino
I thought
back
for
there.
$10, what the hell? I'll take a chance.
Yeah. And then there's at least
so nothing else that makes for a good
Mystique.
story.
Yeah, and this Mystique and a lesson. And then the proudest thing on this shelf by far are the NECA 4th scale Avengers. So there's
Love these guys.
the Thor and the Iron Man were the first two we ever got.
Yep.
And then Cap. And then we got the freaking Behemoth Hulk. But they're amazing together. I love seeing them together.
Definitely.
Next to them,
I call
Doctor
it the poor man's
Strange.
hot toy because you can get them for right around $100, and
they look amazing.
They look great.
Spidey.
They're 4th scale, a little bit bigger than Hot Toys, but
And then Deadpool and Daredevil.
I like them.
You can kind of see the Heath Ledger Joker over there. We'll get a better look at him later. So now moving down to this shelf, more Marvel Legends. We have some of our X-Men. It'll be nice to
Come out this year.
I think they just separated into 2 videos.
Oh, it did? That's alright.
Does it do that?
Yeah.
Huh. That's a fun fact. Alright, this is part 2 then, everyone. This is some of the Infinity War ones we have. Iron Man, Black Widow, Thor, and then some of the Black Order, and Thanos. We'll be getting Ebony Maw and Corvus Glaive when they come out. And we got this really cool Daredevil TV show wave. It's got him, Punisher, Elektra, Jessica Jones,
Really
Bullseye and Blade, and then Man-Thing in the back. There's a Black Panther back there too. And then the Marvel Select, Deadpool, and Thor, and Gambit.
I like how they looked in package.
Yeah.
So I just left them that way.
And then
And some Build-A-Figure
yeah.
pieces if you have the
It's a
arms and head
of Mantis.
of Mantis and
No, it's legs and head.
legs and head. Yeah.
Legs and head of Mantis or Okoye.
Let us know.
Yes. And then down here we get to more NECAs. This is, we got the T2, T800, there, Arnold. We got Uma Thurman as the bride in Kill Bill. A samurai sword next to her to represent.
That's the one Big Dub recommended to me that I got, but it was too big for her.
Somehow too large.
So we still got to go in search of a new one.
And then we got a Harry Potter back here. Unfortunately, the only 18-inch one they made. I really wish they would have done the other Ron and Hermione as 4th scales as well. And then Captain Teague.
Which we have an unboxing video of.
Yep.
If you'd like to see it.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Keith Richards, very cool. And then Arnold.
Commando.
Yeah, no, that's Predator.
Predator? Is it Predator?
Yep,
yeah,
it's
it is Predator.
Yep.
It looks like Commando, though.
Yeah, I know we're not the crazy Predator collectors, but I do think we should get the original one to go.
Oh, I
with
would
them
like him.
someday.
He's very expensive.
And there's more minis there, but like I said, we will save that for later occasions. Now we get to the Black Series. Yeah, we got...
We're planning on unboxing them. We just haven't had time to do it, really.
Yeah, sorry, I missed a little day. So we just picked up this Moloch recently, of course, and the Gamorrean Guard next to that, and then Rey and the elusive Qui-Gon Jinn.
And there's a whole row behind them as well.
Yep, there's a whole like row like facing like them behind them, and then a whole bunch of others, and then we got a whole bunch of the Burger King guys in front that we've been kind of slowly working on getting. That he was getting back in the day. there's some of the Clone Wars vehicles that came out when the Clone Wars movie came out. When I was, what, 7?
Something like that, yeah.
And down at the bottom, we got this Iron Man and Spidey 2-pack, Tori. And then some of the 10-year sets, Iron Man from Avengers and Tony Stark and Iron Man Mark 1.
Get on them, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Hey, we got like 4 of them. That's, a good deal of them. Moving over, there's some other Black Series back there that we changed out for the new one. There's the Thor and the Lady Civ and the Red Skull. More vehicles from the Clone Wars. Extra Burger King ones back there. Burger King ones all down the front. And then Black Series. So there's the Lando and the Rio that the tank got for his birthday.
It's alright. You can call me Dad, bud.
Yes, I know.
But they know.
Yeah, I know, but it's
in keeping with the channel.
Yeah, I'm keeping with the channel, and it's a cool nickname.
Well, thank you.
Well, I like the story of it. You know what I mean? And I always love giving nicknames to people. I have nicknames for like all my friends. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What is the story of it?
Well, because you were strong in high school, one of the strongest, could beat almost anybody in arm wrestling.
I was in the weights more than arm wrestling.
Well, yeah, but the weights are implied, right?
I don't know. Depends on these days. Probably most people look at me and it's not implied, but once upon a time it definitely was.
So yeah, this is the rest of the Black Series. There's Hoth, Leia, and L3 and Val, and more rows behind them. And then our next, this is our Johnny Depp shelf for the 4th scale figures. So you got Edward Scissorhands, Willy Wonka, Captain Jack Sparrow, and Tonto. I don't understand. Like, are these, do any of them collect these? Like, why are these not sought after more? They're amazing in size. Like, if we could get these that had articulation of Hot Toys, they would be like the greatest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like the perfect marrying of the two.
I think a lot of it's a space issue because they do take up a lot of room.
Yeah, it's true. But just look how they look on the shelf all together. They look amazing. And up from that, we have more of our favorite Marvel Legends that we kept. The very first one we ever got was this Daredevil, I believe. Does that sound right?
I think it might be.
The very first thing when we got.
Because we weren't really into them.
Nope. And then around 2013, we started seeing them and getting them. And then there's Enchantress. I really love to see her in a Thor movie. She's a cool villain. And then Mysterio, that's his...
slowly trying to get all the Spider-Man villains.
Mysterio is his favorite Spider-Man villain, so you're excited to see him.
Yep, absolutely. Can't wait for him.
You think Gyllenhaal is going to do
Yes, it looks like it's going to be alright. So.
There's a Doc Ock and a Spidey villain, the classic Green Goblin. And then hiding behind him is a Serpent Society dude. And then Sabretooth's back there. There's a Harley multiverse figure, a Supergirl multiverse figure, Magneto, Vulture, Namor, Gladiator, Thanos. There's a Wonder Woman doll. Over here's the Select Thanos. And then Cable, Deadpool, and Bullseye. Not Bullseye, crap. Domino. And the Thing. All cool. And then up from that, we've got the Justice League Trinity in the NECA 4th scale. Yeah, this is like America right here. The Beatles with the American flag and the Justice League. Yeah, very good. Batman. I think it's hilarious that Batman has a bit of a bulge going on down there.
I don't know. I wasn't looking at her.
Hey. I noticed that the first time we got the dang figure. I was like, why does it look like his junk's all bunched up?
I love the Heath Ledger Joker.
Oh, yes. He's very good. One of the best ones, probably. I like the gun options that you can have. There's the Wonder Woman. She is a little masculine, but...
Yeah, I don't think it's
Superman's
as
good.
As it could have been of her.
Superman's really good.
Yes, I love Superman. It's a good one.
Yeah, so that's kind of our... The kind of the centerpieces, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Now we get into the Walking Dead stuff. So down here we've got We should probably take these out someday.
Yeah, I want to.
Daryl, Rick, and Michonne in the 12-inch line. Very nice. Up from that, this is a picture we got signed by Abraham and Eugene. Nice day.
Yep. Hopefully I'll get a receipt before it's over with.
A Negan art print. I call this the emo depressed Daryl Dixon pop because it's gray for some reason. There's a Rick figure back there, a Negan keychain,
like one of the first that came out, that Rick
this little kind of block play set. It's got some.
We lost the girl's part of her body or something.
Yeah, her arms are missing. I just kind of have them all sitting there. There's the comics Jesus action figure, Daryl and Meryl 2-pack, Michonne debut pack, and the 12-inch Glenn. From that, there's the other picture we got signed by Abraham.
Yeah, he just gave that one to me, which was really cool.
Yeah, that was nice of him. And then a few, we had to have at least, again, here it is, the pattern. There's the Trinity. Michonne, Rick, and Daryl.
And there's a bunch of figs behind them.
Here. Behind these ones. These ones we should take out too, I think.
We just got this shelving unit that they're on today.
Yeah.
To replace the one that didn't have as much room. I think it worked out really nice.
Over here next to it, there's Lucille, along with a big figure of Christian Bale's Batman. And then going up, there's our autograph from Mr. Ron Perlman, Hellboy himself. He'll always be my Hellboy. Yeah. And then Sir Braun of the Blackwater.
Yep. Call
him what he is. We got Jerome Flynn. And rewatching the series now, I'm really glad we got him.
Yeah, me too.
Because he's just one of the coolest characters. You know, I don't think he gets enough credit. I think Mom should have went with us.
Awesome art piece of Mila above that.
Right,
from Resident Evil.
Yep, Mila Jovovich that we picked up. Very cool piece. I love this one. And then up higher from that, we have this cool photo of Black Widow from the Avengers and this nice art print of Iron Man.
Yeah, I love his work too.
And then a picture of Rambo, Riddick, and The Rock in Fast and Furious. And then on top over here, we've got his rocker section. It appears Alice Cooper has taken a little tumble. Sorry about that, folks. They're all kind of... Yeah, see, there he is. There's Alice Cooper, Ozzy, and his werewolf attire. Bark of the Moon.
Eddie from Iron Maiden from Somewhere in Time.
Yep. John Lennon.
New York.
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury in his iconic, lovely outfit.
And then another Ozzy.
Rob Zombie.
Yep, Rob Zombie. There's a Rob Zombie Jack in the Box kind of thing. This Iron Maiden.
It's one of their beer bottles.
Yep. And the Bark at the Moon pack.
And Elvis got him from Dave too.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Dave.
Nice Elvis. And we have this empty shelf here for whatever comes our way.
Imagine that empty shelf in our house.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Just have to do like a Kevin Smith thing. Hello!
And then you gotta make the smooth surprise.
Hello!
Surprise face.
Yeah. Now we get to my baby in the collection. Well, I mean, it's really, all this is yours, but it's my favorite thing. Lord of the Rings. I guess we should start on the side here.
You know me, it's ours.
Yeah. To go to the realm. This is the Hobbit collection that has Bilbo and 4 of the dwarves. If you ask me, it should have had 5 of the dwarves. It should have had Balin in there, and you could have gotten... I was really disappointed whenever they discontinued the Bridge Direct line. We had so much good stuff coming our way from those movies. Unfortunately, but I'm glad we got basically most of what we could.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have this Pelennor Fields pack. It's got a few... You can only get them in this pack. This Night of the Dead, this Mamakeel Rider, and this Orc. And then a really cool Gimli and Legolas figure.
Shout out to Shane Rangy.
Yep, Shane Rangy. Great guy. Keep rocking it, man. And then a Lothlorien pack down here. So, Haldir, Celeborn, Galadriel, Frodo, and Strider. Really nice packs. I find the stories like from back when you were collecting this really interesting for some reason.
Well, I was working at Walmart when they came out, and
The movies.
yeah, and it was just very convenient because I was overnight and I was worked in electronics, and they would always let me know. The toy people would always let me know when they came in.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to pick
And
up
ironically,
a lot of them.
the one you never got was the one they had the most of. It was Newborn Lurtz, right?
Yep.
Same thing with the Power of the Force guys over there.
Did we eventually get him?
No, we never have gotten him.
Huh. We got alerts though, right?
Yeah, we have alerts, but not that one. It's similar to the Power of the Force figures. The only one you never got was Hammerhead.
Mm-hmm.
But I got
and
him.
They had a million of them.
Yeah, but I got him eventually for you. He was over there somewhere. I think I can see
We'll
him.
have to get a newborn alerts just for you.
Yeah, just for me. We're missing a lot of those.
Yes.
So now we get to the Toy Biz figures that they did. So down here we have lots of just kind of like the spares, like versions of people in different costumes. You know, so there's Gandalf the White. Sorry folks. There's Shelob and Frodo. A couple different Aragorns back there. Different Saruman. There's a Hobbit Pez set and a Lord of the Rings Pez set. A couple Uruk-hai, King of the Dead, Haradrim. And then up from that we have our main line of figures. So this is all the main characters together. I'd like to get a better Faramir. We have him in his armor, but I'd rather have him in his ranger outfit. Denethor has been the newest one that we've gotten. All the fellowships up here. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, all of them are here. And then Galadriel's back there, Arwen's back there, Eowyn's over there in the middle, Aemir, Ringwraiths, Theoden, Gamling, Saruman, and Sauron, and Lurtz, and Elrond, Bilbo and Gollum. Good characters. And behind those we've got some of these funnier ones, Flaming Ringwraith, Mount Doom Frodo, a packaged Eowyn from original, which is cool, and Smeagol. Yeah, remember you were asking about that the other day. We got the Smeagol. And a possessed Theoden. Unfortunately, the glare is a little bit. 12-inch Aragorn.
It's hard to remember what you have a lot of time.
Mm-hmm. Up from that, there's a couple of interesting things. There's a Lego set of Frodo and Gandalf. Some of the Bridge Direct out of package back there. A neat Legolas lunchbox. Hobbit Lego set of Riddles in the Dark. The 12-inch, the 6-inch Bridge Direct guys we got. So there's Tauriel, Bilbo, Radagast, Thorin, and Azog. It's good to have them. But see, I wish they would have released like Thranduil and Beorn and Bard, but and there's a lunchbox behind them. And then he has the complete Burger King collection.
Yep.
Apparently Sam was the hardest to find, and you had that.
Yeah, he's the only one I had to order.
Yeah.
My neighbor from when we lived in Kaiser on C Street worked at Burger King, and she hooked me up with 80% of
Yeah, I
those.
got you like all of them.
So yeah, that was.
So what, did you actually like get a couple of them from going
cool
there? Like, did you get a
Miss
couple?
Butler, or you're missing somebody now, but I don't know your life. But
right?
Thank you,
Dad. Didn't you like get like? You said you got 80% of them through her. Like the other 20, did you like?
just
get,
bought.
went and got them, and then the same you ordered. Yeah. Up from that, cool.
And
the Balrog candle.
Poor man's Belver, because I'd love to have the big one, but just can't afford him.
All for the goblet glasses. Back there, another Pez set's back there. Those are just the boxes to the Lego sets. This really neat snow globe for Ewan Mule, Gollum clock, and then these little armies of Middle Earth figurines. Back there's a out in packaged Aragorn from Fellowship. It's ancient now. And then the thing with the Burger King guys was these ones were like if you could like mail in to get the Lurtz or the Uruk-hai, or which one was it?
One of them, I forget.
And then from that, we get to the most exciting stuff. There's the Funko Pops of the Balrog and Frodo, and then Gentle Giant bust of Elrond, Saruman, and Gandalf. This is an Applause Aragorn back here. These are Toy Biz 12-inch Legolas and Gimli. This is a... Was that a NECA Golem, or which was it? I think so. Yeah. I'm not sure 100%. And then NECA Bilbo right there. He's really neat. Applause Gandalf, Applause Saruman. Sideshow Weta's Galadriel bust, because they didn't do her in the Gentle Giants, unfortunately. So we got her to do all the White Council. There's the Toy Biz Treebeard back there. And then my favorite three things, the NECA Gandalf, Aragorn, and Legolas.
4th scale, love that.
Yeah, 4th scale. I'd love to get those. Above that is the art print that came with one of my statues that I have in my room, which we'll get to when we hit another milestone, as I said. There's a Daryl Dixon photo.
That's an even new frame.
Yeah, this is a... 2 more of the... We didn't actually get the whole cast. We just printed them for the fun of it. So Walking Dead and Lord of the Rings. And then the real autograph, we did get this Alice Cooper. We met the man. Well, Case met the man.
Yeah, we were in line for the Emperor.
Yeah, we went. Yeah,
so she got out.
And then other Lord of the Rings, we got this Hobbit pack. 2 of these mugs. We have this little thing too. This little art book that has a whole bunch of really nice pictures in it. As you can see. Very cool work. Like those, you got those as print-offs, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then another pack, Aragorn's Coronation pack. It's got lots of figures you can only get in there. Well, actually, only those 2. They're really neat. All 3 of the extended edition packs. We got the Ring Wraith on his steed. And my favorite piece, maybe, from all this, the Fellowship pack from Fellowship of the Ring that's got everyone in it. Very nice pack. So now I guess we move on to the Star Trek and miscellaneous shelf, starting with all the miscellaneous things down here from a variety of stuff. I mean, you got what? There's a walking,
G.I. Joe stuff.
Dawn of the Dead's down here, G.I. Joe, He-Man. There's a Venom figure from Spider-Man 3 still in the box. Devil's Reject, Cena, Heisenberg from
that one mummy thing was from one of my original G.I. Joe stuff.
Yeah. That Wile E. Coyote's leaning on. 11 from Stranger Things is back there. Motorcyclers from Dawn of the Dead. There's a... yeah,
it's after Tom Savini.
Yeah. And then a rock, couple cars, the Flintstones, the Jetsons, the Batmobile, Devil's Rejects. Yeah, it's a very random shelf. Off from that, we get into the Star Trek guys. So back in the back, that's a Sulu doll. And this is the Enterprise, a bobblehead of Captain Kirk, and then
a reproduction of the original place that I had one was
right here, this, really cool.
I still got the original dolls though.
Yeah, and then this really neat stall of Spock. We should get the Kirk and the Ufaro when we can. And then up from that, we get to, a lot of this is actually toys from when the newer movies came out. Like this bridge set, it's got everyone on it from the new movies. There's a Gorn figure, a teleporter. Yep.
Kirk Christmas ornament.
Yep. Dollar bill that has them all. $50 bill has them all on it. That little. What's it do? Yeah, whatever that is. And then representations of all of them in Burger King toy and action figure 6-inch right here. And all of them make smooth sound effects. Like that. My favorite one's Scotty. Jeez. Wait, there's actually a couple others. Like, his is good. Carl Urban. And then Sulu's funny too. I always like making a song out of it, like a little.
What toy, sir?
Yeah, he's fun.
My belt from when I was a kid.
Yeah. Original belt. A Pez set's behind that. All the originals. And then
My walkie-talkies from
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
Yep. A Tribble's back here.
Yep, my brother gave me that as a gift one time.
It's hilarious. And
My
then
mom was appalled because she thought he was giving me a hairpiece.
oh goodness. That's a Kirk doll in a spacesuit, and then some more glasses. Other than that, another fake autographed one. Everyone, jeez.
I mean, there's a pattern here.
Kirk.
Well, I like to have something to have a little bit in the background that has pictures and that.
Trinity in that. Well, actually, it's not the Trinity to me. And then we got Uhura and Chekhov, our real autographs.
We met them in person. Very
Both
nice
of them.
people.
Yeah. Very good. And then the very tip-top shelf, we get to... Oh, yeah, there's a little Spider-Man bank over there.
Yeah, that one's a kid, too.
Ancient.
Been in the family forever.
Yep. And on the very top shelf, this is a lot of superhero stuff. So, Batgirl, Hawkman, Batman, Artifacts, Wonder Woman. And then back here's just some random figures.
Punisher.
There's the Matrix, Neo. This Tobey Maguire Spider-Man that we've had forever.
Mm-hmm.
Punisher's there. There's a Joker and Harley Funko Pop pack there. Justice League Pez pack. Chevy Chase and Christmas Vacation. 12-inch Wonder Woman. Neat sort of AC/DC style.
The 300.
Yeah, 300 guys there. There's a Jack Sparrow back there. Morton Joe. Wonder Woman Pops. This little Batman. Beatles plate. Yeah, it's just a neat little shelf of...
Little hodgepodge.
Mm-hmm. Then we have this neat Kiss picture.
Mick Mars.
Yeah, Mick
from
Mars.
Motley Crue. One of my favorite guitar players.
Yep.
And of course, one of my heroes, John Lennon.
John Lennon with
The
the
lyrics from
Imagine on it. Yep, very cool. Now, we go down to the rock section. Or for Kiss mostly. There's a Gene Simmons Nutcracker back there. On the side, actually, we have two of this nice print of Star Trek.
Yep.
At the bottom, I always like this. It says the first family. Cool. This neat Gene statue we've had a while. This is actually a fountain that's supposed to like ooze blood from Gene's mouth.
You put water and put red food coloring.
Yeah, but we tried and
Gene spits blood.
Yeah, we tried though, and it
easily
had an
pump.
issue. Yeah, and then we got this Love Gun set, which is amazing. I'll be keeping that in the...
I actually had a collector that was getting rid of her collection and needed some money, and I helped her out, and she helped me out, and I told her they were going to a good home, and here they are.
Wasn't she really emotional about
Yeah,
it?
she
though,
was.
I remember?
And
I feel bad for her.
It was sad, but it was able to help her out, and then of course, I'm not going to get rid of any of it. So.
And then we got the pops of the rockers, just some of the musicians that we've just gotten.
Just seen some of my latest videos.
Yep. Some of the guitars. We got this Gene Simmons.
The Demon.
Yep.
A Gene Jack in the Box.
They've done a lot of this. Yeah, Gene Jack in the Box. Now we move
Rock in the Box,
down.
I think they were called.
Yeah. So we got these little play sets. Between them all, there's these Kiss dolls. As you can tell, there's an Alice Cooper, an Ozzy Osbourne, Alice Cooper Pop.
Lemmy
Killmister.
Lemmy Killmister, yeah. Very good.
Jamie the Kingslayer. Then there's Angus. I actually need to put our Angus Pop that you just saw him get.
Yep, Angus from AC/DC.
There's Rob Zombie. There's Metallica and the Pops. Paul Stanley 12-inch back there. And down from that, there's some Kiss glasses, Kiss Pez's, Kiss cars on top. Cars from two others. There's a Motley Crue, another Kiss. Guns N' Roses. And then a bit of Motley Crue over here. Down here, this is nothing but just a bunch of different Kiss action figures.
Yeah, a whole bunch from when
Psycho
they
Circus
had reunion,
and
they put a whole balloon out that year. A bunch of different waves.
I like this set over here.
Yeah, I do too.
It's a good one.
Kiss Live set.
But all this is kind of neat too. All the freaky look. I like this one down here as well. I just think they all look cool.
Yeah, that has the Eric Carr
Yeah.
figure with it.
I liked Ace's costume in this particular one. Him and Gene look really cool. And they got a few more back there. There's little cute little guitars. And Ozzy Osbourne bobblehead.
Yeah, I still need to get the
Kiss
Ace and Peter
gloves.
bust over here.
Yeah, we have a Peter, but he's Silver Peter. But yeah, we need Jason Peter. It's true they got Paul Stanley doing the puckered lips thing and Gene's screaming with his tongue out. They're doing the iconic stuff. So this is
room 2.
Yeah, this is.
Take a brief intermission, and you can do the
the
2 upstairs rooms.
Just give you all a fill of this. There he is.
I told you. I told you.
So we'll join you in a minute with the upstairs. And as I put the chair back, remember the lines, folks. Remember the lines. Okay, so now we're going to commence the upstairs portion of the collection. The most of it. Starting on the stairs, we have lots of art pieces. This is our poster from Force Awakens. Very nice. Art print of Grumpy Cat as Darth Vader.
Mr. A loves Grumpy Cat.
Yep. There's art print of Black Panther. I like the greenish color on it. Over here we got a really neat sketch of Wonder Woman. It's really cool. An art print of Michonne, Walking Dead, Captain America Civil War. This nice Daredevil poster. A Rick Grimes. And this cool Wonder Woman plaque deal. Very nice. And over here at the top of the steps facing is a poster of Daenerys. Remember the line, I do not have a gentle heart. Back up to give you a good view of that. Nice. So now we move into the Mystery Lady's library. First thing you see, she is a big fan of The Crow when Brandon Lee played him, one of her favorite movies. So you're going to see a lot of Crow stuff in here, a lot of Crow pictures. There's one. Favorite characters in Harry Potter and Game of Thrones are Snape and Tyrion. A Vampire Hunter D kind of scroll. This is a doll of Rose and Twilight, or shoot, not Twilight, Titanic. We have this little Hagrid. I'll give you an overall view of the room. All this stuff. This is a Witch Pop from Snow White. One of the Warners. Baby Groot. There's a Gizmo plush. Some Kingdom Hearts Funko Pops. Harry Potter Funko Pops. Some sort of Quidditch snitch game. There's a little Harry back there. Snape's wand. A little pendant kind of set. Up here, Hellboy Pop. There's a SH Figure Arts Vegeta. Star Tours Goofy. Spader. Gargoyle statue. Trunks. Dragon Ball. Ewok Funko Pop. Goofy. There's a Belle. Beauty and the Beast. Some of these Tropic, what are they called? Barbies. She liked those. We really liked those lines until they stopped making them. Her 2 Gone with the Wind figures, 75th anniversary. Another one of her favorite movies. Goofy plush. Sailor Moon plushes. Really neat Wonder Woman figure of Jareth in the Labyrinth. David Bowie. Couple little unicorn things. Black Bolt and Havoc, is it, from Humans? Some more Barbie. Around the Worlds. Barbie Mockingjay. Or Hunger Games. These 2 little punk dolls got years ago. Keith Ray. Very. There's a Sailor Moon statue. Bon Jovi, Sandman stuff, a couple of her minis. She got a run in a Mystique, Kingdom Hearts, or Final Fantasy, Watchmen, Vegeta, No, I still have 2 left in there. The Warners and the Animaniacs. The Vampire Hunter D. One of them fell over. Crow Lunchbox. And that. This is another cross stitch that she's completed. A couple fairy pictures. She likes fairies and fantasy. This really neat Marvel poster. It's got all the heroes on it. We have a Sora in Kingdom Hearts. She actually just got Kingdom Hearts 3. She's been enjoying playing that. Down, actually go up first. There's a Sandman doll and a Vampire Hunter D. A little troll vampire. Sandman figures. There he is. Then there's a Juggernaut. Here, Inuyasha. Nightcrawler. More books. Again, this is her library. She's got a huge collection of books of stuff. Down from that, these are X-Files Barbie. Right here. A couple Forces of Destiny Rays. Forces of Destiny Sabine and Leia. James Franco's Oz. Kate Blanchett, the stepmother from Cinderella, and then Ginny and Dumbledore from the new line of Harry Potter dolls. Over from that, got a couple of her Dragon Ball. Vegeta's her favorite character from that. Some Wizard of Oz stuff. That was actually my first exposure to anything. I saw Wizard of Oz when I was really young. And I think that's what's got me started in pop culture and loving everything in movies and TV and games. She's also a big Undertaker fan, so she has lots of Undertaker figures and merch. There's a phone. A couple of Buffy guys back there. Undertaker Pop, Groot Pop. Picture of him. There's a crow doll and the neck of crow. Cool. Sandman Puppet's Death. A couple pops from Archie. She likes that show and the comic series. Bobby Cat. Kingdom Hearts. There's Buffy Rock Candy. I like these things. I like the work they do. Goofy Dorbs. Just an old phone. A kitty. A pop. A Maleficent doll. And 2 Undertakers. They like the Devil's Rejects. They got a poster from it. More Undertaker stuff. You can see here. There's a little Inuyasha guy and his brother and the other odds and ends. That's the fight scene at the end of The Crow. Gizmo bobblehead. More Undertaker. Cool. Some Harry Potter art prints. Snape, it says always, evermore. Down here, there's some of her really high quality Barbies that she's gotten. I like these a lot. They're cool additions to hers. Then she's got her favorite comic character is Gambit. And we got literally a whole wall of nothing but Gambit and Rogue art. And right here's really special. There's the comic of his first appearance. Down here there's just more shells. There's a whole bunch of my Star Wars e-books on the second from the originals. Gosh, I miss it. Another Snape print. Pretty nice. These are actually, we got a Bob Ross in the middle, but Dad's gotten a little inspired by the tank, of course. He's gotten a little inspired by painting from Bob Ross, and using some of his videos, his old tutorials you get find on Netflix, he's actually painted 2 or 3 images. He's done like one other that he's given away, but very cool. And then down there's the Home Alone movie box set that we got. And I guess the final thing in here is, we call these the Precious Dolls. Just these kind of expensive fantasy ones. She's had others that unfortunately, due to having cats, have broken in the past. But they're really nice, high quality. There's a Vegeta pop, NECA Snape figure over here, and then Yasha's brother again, Preacher. He's cool. Dracula. Then more Precious dolls. Some more Crow stuff. There's the Crow pop. Movie scenes. And then on top is just this nice fairy. So that is the Mystery Ladies Library. Now, on the big space over there, would be a big crow picture, but we're getting a new frame board. But other than that, very cool. We're moving on to the final room in our collection video for today. As I said earlier, my room will be done once we reach another subscribing milestone, but we've been showing you the majority of the questions, so we consider this the Star Wars room predominantly, because a lot of this stuff in here is older things from when I was a kid, that back when all of it was coming out, I didn't really know the value of as a collector, so I've been kind of going on sort of a toy crusade, trying to get a whole bunch of the older stuff. So, this is on the entryway to the doors, this Darth Maul Episode 1 Phantom Menace 3D poster, back, in like 5-6 years ago when they were gonna do all these in 3D, but this is the only one that ever got done. So I guess now we can enter. And as you open it, and again, this is the guest bedroom, so there is a bed in here. We have this, the guest bedroom. So suiting with the Phantom Menace poster, the first thing you see is the Phantom Menace carded figures that we have from back in the day. It's actually not the complete collection. We're still missing a good deal of them, but we got a lot of the stuff already. Lots of the vehicles, and packs, like multi-packs. A couple Power of the Jedi guys there. I really like this Aura Singh figure. Down from that, there's this Darth Maul 12-inch, really cool. I got at the local comic book store. Vulture Droids pack. There's the cup of Watto from back whenever they were selling those in Burger King. That's actually a clock. A few other packs. The Pod Racers are back there. Anakin and Saboba. There's a this was like a sneak preview, I believe. Super Battle Droid and the staff. That there was like a mail-in thing for a Mace Windu figure. There's a clone from Revenge of the Sith, General Veers, Bosk, a couple of different lines, and then just more Burger King guys. He's actually got pushed over. There's also a Rathtar and Balatik back there, but mostly just can't really knock them over. Over here, not too much. Just there's a Death Trooper and Darth Maul big figs. Wonder Woman stamps, very cool. Spartacus poster, Punisher poster, Dawn of the Dead. There's Bud. Some Star Wars stamps. I've always liked these. DC stamps. Marvel stamps. Really nice. Another Dawn of the Dead poster. Famous line. There's no more room in hell. The dead will walk the earth. A couple nunchucks the dad's had from when he was a kid. There's another one of Casey's favorite movies is Dracula, with Gary Oldman. So there's the poster for that. It would normally go in the bathroom door, but it fell off. There's some of the baseball players that dad's looked up to over the years. Pete Rose, Reggie Jackson, over there. That's just a picture of me as a kid. Then a lot of his childhood toys. This Godzilla is one of his favorite pieces. A couple puppets. Again, just more of his childhood sort of memorabilia. That's actually Mystery Ladies. That used to be mine, but I put it up here. We got one of those cool Star Wars scene viewers back there. And down here, some old figurines from the $6 Million Man and John Wayne. I like. Really cool. Some more Star Wars stuff. There's a Slave 1 film box there. There's a playset. What are they called? Battle packs, yeah. And then a multi-pack of Jabba's sail barge and a little Vader bank. Over from that, we got a whole bunch of the newer figures. So there's Chewie, a lot of the Solo ones, and then all the ones that have come out from The Last Jedi. I have a bunch of the Force Awakens and Rogue One ones that I've unboxed. We got all them. Picture and an autograph, and when we met Lou Ferrigno, the original Incredible Hulk was one of my dad's favorite things to watch when he was a kid. And, you know, the coolness of being able to do him as a practical effect. And then all these autographs are real. He's gotten Bret Hart, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He actually met him once before, but he kind of got cheated out by his autograph because the pen that he must have been using to sign whatever he had was running out of ink, so he kind of got the imprint. So he met him again, and, you know, got it done. He even says to Bret, "Thanks for coming back." And then a picture of Ric Flair and Mick Foley that he got. And then over here, there's pictures from 300, Amy Healy and Gerard Butler. Then he's got a lot of his wrestling guys. We got a few of the new Star Wars ones to be hung in a video a while back. There's Leia and Moloch. These WrestleMania entrances, well, they're cool. Ring set up with a couple icons. The announcer's table. Stone Cold. A couple Rocky figures. Rocky should be in here. He must have fallen. That's Hulk Hogan. Got a whole shelf of nothing but wrestlers. Cool. Ultimate Warrior. And then these are just some packs down here that we kind of heads toward. And some of the Defining Moment packs. Cool. Behind here, he's got this Paige figure. A figure of Ronda Rousey that he recently picked up. Nice. A couple Kiss plushies over there, but then a lot of my stuff. I got this Captain Tarples pack. Very nice. This pack of Padme and Qui-Gon that I really wanted, I got for Christmas. This Luke pack here I got for Christmas. Very cool. Another one we'd been after for years was Han and the Tauntaun. They've also done a Luke on a Tauntaun. It's very nice. So then, wide view of those. And over from that, loved one of these for years, and I actually have a third of a Scout Trooper. We got both Luke and Leia on the speeder bikes from Return of the Jedi. The titanium, like the die-cast Star Wars figures. And above that, basically every vintage collection figure they've done. The only one we haven't gotten, of course, because of the ridiculous price, is the Luke and the X-Wing. But other than that, we got everybody else, including the GameStop exclusive R5. Some of these, like all these over here, and the Chewbacca, we struck in luck one night when we were in Walmart. They were just putting them in stock, and we managed to grab all of them. So that was cool. And then the final things, just these Devil Rejects. You know, picture. Couple. This is also a birthday gift. This Wedge Antilles and Biggs Darklighter 2-pack. Han and Luke in their Stormtrooper outfits. There's an IG-88 12-inch. A whole bunch of the new vintage collection figures. And then down here I have a whole bunch of carded Revenge of the Sith guys I got at the comic book store. These actually should have more, so I'd like to get them. And then 12-inch Emperor, 12-inch mace, and there's a 12-inch Masterpiece Edition R Sing in there. Let's see if I can show yous. There. Comes with a nice book about designing the bounty hunters. And the final thing, I guess, in this room are these posters from two of the greatest film trilogies ever made. We got the Star Wars original trilogy. We got Lord of the Rings. He's also a big Bears fan, so you'll notice that he has some Chicago Bears stuff scattered around. But yeah, I think that will do the video for today. Some more 12-inch down here. I like the underrated Jedi Cutie Money. But, you know, thank you all for supporting our channel and for watching. We're happy to finally get around to showing you all this collection. We're really proud of it. You know, we know that lots of other people out there have more, but for all we got, and how it continues to grow, and how we continue to get so many cool things, you know, it's really great. And, you know, big shout out and thanks to all the people who've made this collecting possible for all of us, all the hard work and days put into bringing all this stuff to life for everyone to entertain and enjoy everybody, and for, you know, if you ask me, making things that stand the test of time. So, thank you to them. Thank you to all of you again. We'll be looking forward to getting some more varied content uploaded for you. Thoughts on characters and the like. And more of our Ring Wars episodes. So, I hope everybody's having a safe, happy time, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to us, recommend us to people to subscribe to us if you can. And thank you all once again. We love yous, and if you haven't seen these movies, go see them, especially these three. If you haven't seen them, go see them for the sake of all things holy. Take care, everyone. We love yous.